Welcome, friend of child. And congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
What?
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost.
You say that, but I know one thing that'll never change.
My hatred for La Signora.
But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
Are you sure about that?
What agreement?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Yeah, I trust you. Your name's similar enough to the name of a friend I have. Alright, you're cool. You're cool.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyun Slope so they could compete. Face don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
So... so you're telling me that Child is there. And he wants us... This is a dinner date. This is definitely a dinner date. I don't know why I'm thinking of it like this, but... Child.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Leo Chising would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
I really don't care. Please get me onto the interesting stuff.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Leo custom.
Are you sure?
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the
Wait.
window.
Zhongli? Zhongli, really?
Hi.
It's him.
I've heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
From who? Venti? Right? I have seen many spoilers.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Mon's just freaking out and I'm just sitting here like, this is fine.
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure...
Paimon, you're an idiot.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
Yes.
That's what Paimon thought.
The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
No, tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me everything. I know that Hu Tao is a director. I like her. I don't have her though. I have no 5 stars.
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon...
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend, Traveler. Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
Child says too much.
Oh? In our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword, we shall...
Yes. I have been fighting hypostasises for the last hour. just to get to the right adventure rank.
Do not test me, child.
Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Qianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again.
I mean, I think I've met the Geo Archon already. I think I've seen him before. I think I know who he is. But alright then.
If we are agreed, come with me. After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Mihoyo?
I prefer Mondstadt.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing.
I prefer it because Venti's my favorite character.
Whereas the most prosperous Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Child, you're our wallet now.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
I may or may not have just like bought up all of the stock that was there so I could ascend Beidou earlier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, Mike. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you...
Betting?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
How do you pronounce
Radiant
that?
grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
I literally tried betting on Jade once because I didn't understand how it worked. I'm starting to wonder if it's rigged.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli?
Oh? If it were me, the answer...
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Just I'll take them all.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew...
Oh, wait, boss! Hey! If we only need 1 for the ritual, aren't we
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
That's what happens when you have Child as your wallet.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora. Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
Zhongli, you're making things too confusing for my emergency food.
What?
He's talking about
Is
it.
this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
Wow, Paimon.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained, evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not.
Huh? Hyman's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss.
Burn them? You can't do that. Would. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three.
Don't worry. I know the rules.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thick.
Stingy?
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we help?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf.
What sort of...
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can...
Oh! Oh, sir.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers. Now, there's still soup in here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. We're ready to go. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier...
You expect me to remember this?
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Ow! That's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Come, my friends. I've kept the goods.
I could ruin this. I could ruin this, but I'm not going to.
Exactly.
No problem. If you have...
Then we'll take a box of the
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous Jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt.
Parting? Oh, dear. Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always... It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas. Alas, all things must pass. Well...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
That's a lot of jade, alright.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also,
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun. That's right. The Liu Chising have
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith.
Paimon, you're making it sound like we were the ones who did it.
Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also,
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Chising? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
Think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that these things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to... Before the rite is conducted...
Golden House?
The only mint in Liu, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax.
Paimon, are you sure?
But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their rim. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. It's said
It's time for Zhongli's lec.
we shall not speak of.
Sir, I have so many silk flowers right now. I have so many silk flowers right now.
Silk flowers?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
My good, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Wow. You know what I get for calling Paimon emergency
Now then,
food?
please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and by contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographic.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'm just soulless. Like, I'm just over there soullessly staring into the unknown.
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which... But this silk flower purchase is... Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower, like several other tedious and complicated traditions. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case.
Wait. This means that it's happened before. One of the 7 has died. Does a new 7 come and take their place when one of them dies? Or like, what happens?
Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again?
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried. Since these flowers will be used...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be, if he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares?
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around leaf...
Thank you, boss. I think...
Our skins?
Please, it's...
So, now that we've got.
Ideally with the help of an expert.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
This guy.
Lan, we.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you too, but you'll just have.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's.
Wow. Just. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on.
Now that you mention it. Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out.
No, they were from medicinal. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
The fortune teller, right? Thanks, Lan. See you.
Hello. How
We've come to ask you a question.
perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good reason not to use perfume. But boys can be weird. I've never had any experiences like that, and I don't ever want one. So you know what? I can respect you. I can respect you.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
Paimon, do you agree?
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar?
Yanger?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them.
Great! This is just the end.
I remember who this is. Her voice lines when you're just walking are unexpected.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard. Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfumed.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes. Oh, cherry.
That went over Paimon.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where is that? Mondstadt? Somewhere closer to home will do.
So we are actually going. So we are actually going to Zhongli's kitchen. Zhong. It is Zhongli. Wait, no. I don't.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work. Are you ready to?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud as my assistant, obviously.
I don't trust her. I'm getting some very suggestive vibes. Ma'am, you were very sus.
Well, I'm setting up. You can.
Please, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Oh.
This water will. Now, I need you. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with. Ooh! Now, take these. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put the.
Oh, so there's no mini
All 3 perfumes are ready. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rich. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent?
Paimon wants to hear
This first one is sweet as candy, straight. The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one.
Ma'am, are you a lesbian?
All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure I'll leave you with some pop. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
No.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while. We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long?
Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfume?
3 sets, and not one.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger, this is the second kind. It's the third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Wow! Wow, Paimon.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
I mean, the Archons, they can make their forms into whatever they want them to be.
I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Eugene.
Sure, but...
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this.
Madame Ping.
What?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers?
No, ma'am.
But it's a shame.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sound, but if they heard too much wild...
So that means these...
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lap. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that this harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will well, I shall say no more. Ah, that old trinket. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loathed. It has been many years, and still, though, Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
Shut up, Paimon.
All right, children, there is no need to worry.
Do you live near here, Granny?
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
In you go, Paimon.
What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there.
Did I stutter?
And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters.
This granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
I know what it means. In you go! Like a genie in a lamp. You're gonna be trapped in there until someone rubs the lamp for you. Oh my gosh.
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet.
Really not.
Now, let me All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children. Oh, in and out in no time. You an adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone as to whether I am one or not.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. Don't you think it's weird? Something's just...
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor, but no matter what, we have to cry, catch the murderer at the top of one's lungs. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine is fine. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you? Oh? Well, we haven't met in a while anyway. Well, you must... Oh, and that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't...
We will.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But oh, yes, if you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have...
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of...
So what's the next step in our...
Next, we need to purchase...
Ooh, Paimon loves...
No. Kites are children's toys. Yeah, I will explain it to you. But our...
Oh, sure.
Stop making me run errands, I swear.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 Kite.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this. Well, this is Mr. Zhongli. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well.
Well, that's because I prefer to share...
Children's toys are very fun things. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am...
Indeed. These are...
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom in the passage. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once...
The compliment...
Well then, Granny Shan. I shall take these back.
Well, allow me.
It's him! The child has brought money.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man, or perhaps you could say that he cannot...
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased, the rite of parting requires helping hands as well.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean.
Yes, child, I know what you mean.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Shut up, pretty boy.
I heard that. I heard With that child.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take—
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies?
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind.
A most fair price.
You're letting me do the bargaining. Sir, that won't work out too well. I'm really not good at all with this. Sorry, he wants money. You want that?
5 geocrystal flies. Yeah.
Should have done less. Should have given less money.
Not yet. A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace.
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora, not...
Let's, I'll do that. Okay, actually, that is a bit low, actually. Would you like that? No?
That's too little.
Look, I don't know anything about bargaining, especially not in leeway.
That's too little.
Fine, fine.
This price will do. Nope. This money.
Jeez.
Oh, help? Sure. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at you.
No problem. That'll be 20,000.
Done.
This is all you got? Then no, child. No. How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, get me a single Chinxin flower, and I'll consider that.
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. With this Chinxin flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover...
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
I'm just over there like, Paimon, please stop it. Please, no.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
Oh, money. Paimon, think of that.
What info do you need?
No, I was joking.
Huh. Does that mean you know what he's at? Yikes! You're right, Signora!
She beat up Venti. I'm still mad at her for that.
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you.
Nothing's gotten into me. I just don't trust you. You work with the person who beat up Venti, who literally abused Venti. I don't like the Fatui.
Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Good.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. The finest is everything okay?
No.
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need... Now, if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Good.
Huh. The reception is deserted. And it seems kinda spooky in here.
No, someone's there. You just can't see her. She's just short.
Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
I can't wait to see Paimon get terrified.
Huh? Did you hear?
The reception, it's...
How about...
Paimon's a chicken. I know who's there.
Oh, so many medicines, but not your
The face is just so cute. Well, funny, not cute. That's a cute face. Hello, Chi-Chi.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the count. On you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. It can't be. She's a zombie.
Don't talk bad about
Welcome to
Chi-Chi.
Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this would be...
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Hey, Zhongli, don't be mean. Don't be mean to Chi-Chi. She's... Actually, she's not older than you.
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase...
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to her... My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid.
Okay then,
How did you manage that?
but Chi-Chi helps you.
Since when do customers need to...
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody would...
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
A cocoa goat.
It's a kind of crossbow turret, located in Tianheng Pass.
Mr. Zhongli really...
Apparently not quite.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Wow. Very good information. Thank you, Chi-Chi.
Very well then. Let's start by...
What the heck is...
She wants a cocoa goat. Chi-Chi wants a cocoa goat.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate...
It is currently...
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even a...
So what are we gonna do? Quick!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility... That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military... If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Gui...
So... what...
I have a smattering. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong...
Ooh!
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what?
Uh-oh.
So you fixed up this turret?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista.
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man.
Excuse me. Please let me test playing as him.
This area's
Please do
supposed
it.
to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. Last time we approached the mountain, a few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly, the next thing you'll be repairing.
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an. It is not we who need.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Yeah. Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah, that! So
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting.
which means a Paimon wouldn't go that.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brain.
Good idea. We did.
Forgive us. We were unable to.
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So, I'm sorry. I have a... here. This is the name. Coconut.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Leeward proverb.
Excuse me, everyone.
Oh, sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kid.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck.
Wow, Paimon.
What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi.
I was told that the snake talks, but...
The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business bring...
Do you sell everlasting incense?
Everlasting incense?
Whew, at last!
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House! Oh, but the cheesy...
3 million.
It's a crazy number! We'd never be able to make that...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to Child?
I really don't want to. I really don't want him to. I really don't want to. That smug look. I don't like it.
Why?
Why?
Cocoa goat! Cocoa goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
We's laughing about that.
Hey, let's let...
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a...
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
Wait, I thought that was Paimon talking at first.
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Chi-Chi's just like, please, please. Do it.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000 Mora.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million.
Paimon, I'm pretty sure that that's actually like 10,000 less. Be grateful.
2,990,000. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Mr. Child. Oh no.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard.
I will. This is why I hate the Fatui.
So, you've been
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears.
Wait, I'm still there? Why am I still there? Respecting culture.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the...
Whoa, finally.
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd. Which the questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes. Tonight I shall take you both to an old hole
in the wall? As in...
Indeed. Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so.
You didn't even ask me what I wanted.
Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice.
So does this mean I can order wine this time?
I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a...
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the... What does it mean to have all-seeing eye? Imagine. Behold! They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her Jade Chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them. How they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
Yeah, she's like the first non-Noelle character I pulled. Does that make me powerful?
These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Merely grasping one or two of them will short...
Tianchuan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her, huh?
At last, I have found you.
Who's there?
I'm calling it. I'm calling it. It's Ganyu.
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yua High Pavilion, and I have come specifically, well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary.
Ningguang sent you?
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst, but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Well,
And with that, the emissary who called herself what we've received an invitation will be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best man.
that face says everything.
An invitation to You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget
Don't worry, we won't forget.
Why do I have to grind so much more?